After carrying out his independent review, he's written to many telling them to repay money and is asking others to provide further details.
Well, we can cross live now to Westminster and our political correspondent, Emma Hutchinson. So, Emma, how do our MPs feel about all this?
Well, as you can imagine, those MPs have been told they don't need to take any further action, they don't need to make repayments. They're keener to speak up than those who do. But of the MPs across our region who I spoke to today who have been asked to make repayments, well, most of them said they've already paid back in excess of what is now being recommended. Remember Phil Hope, the Corby MP? He wrote a cheque back in May for nearly £42,000 to repay back expenses claimed for furniture for his second home here in London. He said today he had received a letter from Sir Thomas Legge, but the amount that he's already repaid is far in excess of that which is now being recommended. Also, Jonathan Ginogly, the Huntington MP, he paid back money earlier this year that he'd claimed for electric gates outside his constituency home. He said the money he's already paid back is also far in excess of what's now being recommended. We understand Andrew Lansley, the South Cambridgeshire MP, is to pay back around £4,000. Some MPs are simply being asked for more information to clarify their claims. And one MP said to me today, well, the problem is that some MPs have behaved badly, but now they're all being tarred by the same brush.
There has been some appalling extravagances and some clear, on the face of it, examples of criminal behaviour. But everybody's tarred with that same brush. To be frank, it's a horrible time to be a member of Parliament. It's not nice to be under suspicion the whole time when you're trying to do a job for your constituents.
So the MPs have had their letters. They've now got a chance to respond over the next 2 weeks to Sir Thomas Legge. It's going to rumble on and on, isn't it?
Well, yes, it is, because many MPs are angry about being asked to pay back money that they believe they claim legitimately, but that was passed through the fees office here at Parliament, and they don't see why they should pay it back. Party leaders are saying they must just do as they told, but as you say, they've now got some weeks to respond, so I think this issue will rumble on.
Thank you very much, Emma. Now, whether it's cockroaches in the kitchen or wasps in the jam jar, we've all been plagued by insects at some time.
Yeah, especially over the summer, but it seems scientists at Cambridge University have discovered a new way to deal with them.
They've come up with an insect repellent that will really give them the slip. Matthew Hudson's been to investigate.
You may hate them, you may not mind them, but you probably don't want them crawling all over your possessions, particularly if they cause damage or carry disease. But insect infestations, be it ants or biblical plagues of locusts, have been one of life's downsides for thousands of years. Until now.
Now, I'm very pleased to say that Madagascan hissing cockroaches are very rarely a problem in this country. But smaller cockroaches, ants, termites and many other insects can create major problems for people. This new invention could make that a thing of the past.
Insects can climb up walls and other vertical surfaces because their feet secrete a sticky fluid. Scientists at Cambridge University have developed a coating which changes that fluid into a lubricant on contact so the insects slide around like someone on a wet bathroom floor. This footage clearly shows how a cockroach can easily climb an untreated stick. But look what happens when it tries to climb one that's been coated. Insects soon give up trying. The coating can be painted on like varnish and lasts for years. Unlike existing insect repellents, it's completely harmless.
The good thing is it actually does nothing to the insect. It's completely environment friendly. It's not toxic, it doesn't harm the insect at all, it just keeps them away. Other insect repellent technologies, they are just sprays or toxic or anything like that. They kill the insect or harm the insect or even pollute the environment. So if you have a baby crawling around, you don't want that to be near your surface.
The possibilities could be limitless. An end to cockroach infestations, termites eating homes. It can even be used to stop locusts devouring crops. Jan Henning and his colleagues now hope to get industry involved in their project. They believe it could be produced cheaply enough to help all of us with our creepy-crawly problems. Matthew Hudson, feeling vaguely itchy for Anglia News at Cambridge University.
Feeling vaguely brave, isn't he, as well? Oh, he goes in there.
That hissing cockroach, that really did hiss as well.
That was not a sound effect. Now, it may not be Halloween for a few weeks, but tonight we're ending on a bit of a spooky tale.
Yes, a couple from Wisbeach in Cambridgeshire are arranging a service to bless their wedding. But rather than holding it in the church or registry office, they're having it in their local cemetery. Stuart Leith's been to find out why.
To some, it can be a scary place. To others, it's just a sombre location. But as far as Samantha and Paul are concerned, Leverington Road Cemetery in Wisbech is the perfect place to bless their marriage.
We're slightly strange.
We don't like to be normal.
No, we do everything opposite of normal as much as possible. I think it's fantastic. I love Victorian, Gothic, black things. So when Paul said it would be a good idea, I ran away with the idea and started planning straight away. It was just the whole feel of the place, and it's romantic in a way as well, which is what we liked.
The couple married at a register office in February, but they'll be having a blessing here with around 40 guests in November. There have been no burials at the graveyard since the 1960s. It's still maintained, though, by the Friends of Leverington Road Cemetery, who've even offered them the use of this chapel. And the couple say their friends and family are in favour of the unusual location.
I think it just sums us up, really, so I don't think it was too out of the blue for them, really.
Well, they thought it was a bit odd to begin with, didn't they? You know, you're getting married in a cemetery.
Yeah, but they soon came around to the idea.
Well, once they saw it.
Yeah.
So it's a somewhat spooky location to hold a blessing for their wedding. But there is one added bonus that the couple can hopefully rely on. They're unlikely to get any unwelcome interruptions from the local inhabitants. Stuart Leiths, Anglia News, Wisbech.
Well, each to their own. If they're dead set on the idea, then get it?
As long as it's taking place during the day and not at night,
that would be okay with it.
Well, if you have any stories you want to tell us about, they can be as unusual as weddings in cemeteries, or more serious for that matter, then get in touch with us.
Yep, let's take a look at the address. There it is. It's the usual one, Jonathan and Becky at ITV.com. We can't cover every story you do send us, unfortunately, but do look forward to hearing exactly what you've got to say to us.
Well, it's time for the weather now. Here with all the details is Amanda Houston.